Alright guys, we're gonna pick the we don't need it anymore ending. Not really, it's an ending. It just continues the story further. On that terrible day when I first opened my eyes after the incident, what my answer have been? When I think back on the many years from now, will I wish that my answer had been totally different? It doesn't matter. Here, at this moment, there is no doubt in my mind.
あの人は誰だったんだい？
隣の家に住んでたおじさん。名前は知らないけど。
鈴見さんか。
He was hardly a stranger. We've been dating for as long as I can remember. I go so far as to say we were on good terms for the accident. And now I've killed on my own two hands. I feel little. Mr. Zumi, the county painter who lived next door, is but a distant memory. Pieces of meat around me belong to a creature whose mere existence would nauseate. Only by killing the victim could I find relief. I mean the vermin, whatever. They're both victims. He complained about my yard being filthy. The swine. It doesn't matter what side did. He wasn't worth keeping alive anyway. These are my honest feelings. My hands are wet with another man's blood, and yet I am utterly calm. Now I know what I lost in the accident. Science says I can take it back, but I know that I cannot. It's gone forever, like life with a man called Suzumi.
なさよ。僕の異常を治すことは医者には絶対できないことだったんだ。
ふみのり？
人間にできないことを簡単にできるっていう君は人間じゃないんだね。
Saya looks away, her expression unreadable. Everything is monstrous and woundsome in my eyes. Everything but Saya. I thought that she was somehow unique. I was wrong. I see her just as I do everything else, as something other than what she really is. Why should that surprise me? Saya is part of my world, just as I am of hers. It doesn't change what we are to each other. I stand and walk over to Zumi's dismembered corpse.
昔読んだ漫画でさ、事故から生き返ったせいで世界が当たり前に見えなくなる男の話があった。今の僕みたいにね。
I finally realized that even with a stitch of these monsters' flesh through my stomach, their blood and guts smell pretty good. In fact, I know this fragrance quite well.
その男の目には人間が石くれに、機械のロボットが美女に見えるんだ。だから男は人とは似ても似つかないロボットに恋をしてしまうんだ。
I retrieved the cleaver, picked up the piece of Zumi's body, and started removing the skin and tendons. Ah, just as I thought. The stuff underneath is exactly the same as what Cyan had been eating.
なあ、これうまそうだし食べちゃおうか。
ふみのり。
あ、ごめん。今はそんな気分になれないよね。でも死んじゃえば肉は肉だし、捨てるのももったいないと思わないか。また冷蔵庫にしまっておこうよ。
あなたはいいの？
いいよ。
There's no longer any room for doubt in my
あ
mind.
と、隣の家に奥さんと娘さんがいるはずなんだ。旦那がいなくなったら騒ぐかもしれないし、通報される前に飼っとこうと思うんだが。
そんな風で、あなたはいいの？
I guess I still haven't convinced her of my sincerity.
さっきの漫画の話だとね、人でないものを愛した男は最後に自分が人間であることをやめて恋を成就させるんだ。ハッピーエンドだよ。だろ？
ふみのり。
さやと一緒にいられるのなら僕はもう何もいらない。
Tossing the knife and meat aside, I pull Cyan into my arms once more.
言ってもいいよね。さや、君のこと愛してる。
As Cyan wipes away the tears flowing from her eyes, I can no longer see any hint of fear in her face.
あなたのこと後悔させたくないのに。なのに。
I've sworn my oath, and Saya has accepted it. We have nothing to fear now. Saya will never need to cry again.
でも嬉しい。私って身勝手だよね。
身勝手でいいよ。さやのわがままなら聞くよ、僕は。
Filled with contentment, we exchange a smile and set to task to clean the room. A single person produced a lot of more meat than I expected. Speaking of which, I seem to remember doing something similar before.
あとの2人だけど、多分おじさんが殺してる。悲鳴とか聞こえたし。
そうか。そりゃ好都合だ。
After we finish here, we should go to gather the meat from Suzumi House. That'd be enough to hold us for a while. We can also use the refrigerator to store what we can't fit in ours. It's all coming together. Sinai will be just fine. You know, except if somebody goes to investigate their house, because, you know, the painter's not been around forever.
この写真知ってる？
After we finish our waiver to get into bed, I show Sai what I found in No Guy's house.
この一枚見覚えがあるよ。確かにさやの知ってる場所。
Photograph of Sai selected is one with a Chikochi prefecture address on the back.
家だよね。それと木と山。
そう。文則すごいね。写真も見られるようになった？
まあね。
At the outside of my ordeal, I had to depend entirely on a sense of distance to decipher what I saw. The houses in front of me, the mountains far behind them, the sky above, only distance and scale could tell me where they were. Photographs and other flight images used to nearly impossible to make out. Recently, however, I've gotten better at understanding what their shapes are by their shape. Things are by their shape. I know what the mountains and sky look like, for instance, and how to tell them apart from buildings. Each is a free picture, so a similar scene. A lone house in the middle of a thick forest.
パパはね、別荘だって言ってた。ここにいれば誰にも見つからないって。
Judging by address on the back of each photo, they're probably an excellent place to hide from prying eyes. But why free? Dates are pretty old, and it seems odd that they were taken within a few days of each other. Maybe he was scouting properties, looking for a perfect location for his hideaway. Saya recognized only one of the houses. That must be one Ogai picked. Checking the locations on the road map for the Kanto area, I find out it's 3 hours out of Tokyo by car.
お父さんがここにいる可能性は？
電話してみたけど出なかったよ。多分ないと思う。
でも最近に立ち寄ったことはあるかもしれないよね。
The way I see it, our only hope of finding Ogai is to follow whatever lead we have, no matter how small. The probability that his hideout will yield useful information may be low, but it's not zero.
明日にでも行ってみようかな、ここ。
I wasn't expecting her to. Objection! Sorry, I really like Ace Attorney.
でもここ遠いんでしょ？
行って調べて帰ってきても、まあ半日もあれば十分さ。
その間、さやはお留守番なの？
That's what it is. Slightly exasperated, I smile and rub Saya's head.
少しは我慢してくれよ。な？そやだってお父さんのこと見つけたいんだろ。
After a brief silence, during which her expression is hard to decipher, Saya looks up at me and says,
ねえ、ふみのり。パパのことはもういいよ。
But I thought this whole journey of love was to find the daddy. Wait, what? This is a journey of love, so just gotta give up on it? Jeez, you are not a go-getter. You don't hinge into go-go, baby. I get so many references to Capcom, like, I'd swear. People are gonna be like, oh, you wrote Capcom. Yeah, they're alright, but their DLC is bullshit. My Fuminori shocked, too. That's the last thing I expected her to say.
いいって、でも君のお父さんだろ？心配じゃないのか？
いいの。私にはもうふみのりがいるし。パパって言っても本当の意味でのお父さんっていうわけじゃないの。
Oh, really? Because, you know, I always thought that humans produce blob monsters.
さやのことを教育してくれたし、ある意味では愛してくれてたのかもしれないけど、でもふみのりの方が優しくて。
Saya's words make me happy. Also, there's the loneliest in them.
本当に僕だけでもいいのか？
ふみのりは嫌？
いや、でも、そうだな。やっ
I finally figured out how to explain my feelings. I continue.
さやのことをもっとよく知りたいから、僕以外にさやのことを知ってる人がいるなら、ぜひ会ってみたい。
Saya doesn't seem upset, but she tilts her head quizzically, as though my thoughts are strange to her.
それに、やっぱり明日この場所に行ってみよう。
Another plan has started to form in my head. One step from the search for Dr. Ogai. If I find a doctor there, great. If I don't, well, I think I can find another use for this mountain retreat.
さや、寂しいかもしれないけど、 ちょっと我慢して待っててくれ。
Yeah, you can just find Yo and Eater, Koji. Find somebody and just eat them. And they'll be like, hey, Fuminori, look at this. Oh, that intestines? Yeah, ooh. Tastes like spaghetti. Oh, God. That's making my stomach feel all no bueno for all those Spanish people. Do you comprehende me? Me speaking no Spanish. Ich spreche Deutsch nicht. I'm speaking German. French? Sacre bleu? Japanese baka? I don't know. I'm pretty American.
やっぱりふみのりにはさ、家族とか友達とかもっともっと大勢いた方がいいのかな。
そりゃその方が楽しいだろうね。
From that Sai will start sulking, I hurriedly add.
でも勘違いしないでくれよ。たとえそういう人たちに囲まれて暮らしてたとしても、さやだけは僕にとって特別な一人なんだからね。
But you did have friends, Fuminori. You were a giant a-hole to them. See, that's why you don't have any friends.
ありがとう。
Arigato. I can do it too. Giggling, Sai rubs her chest against mine.
さやもふみのりが喜びそうなこと、ふみのりのためだけに頑張るからね。
You should get him a PS4. He's probably like a PS4, just saying. I mean, if I got a PS4, I'd be pretty freaking happy. Give him some manga. I don't know, man. Today, all of Cody's classes were in the morning. On his way to meet Yo for lunch after his final lecture, Cody suddenly gets a call in the middle of the hallway. Without thinking, he reaches to his belt for a new camera phone, but curses when he realizes his ringtone is coming from the old phone in his bag. He hadn't paid for his contacts list yet, and calls still come to his old phone from people who don't know the new number. When he finally finishes the phone from his bag, name he sees on display sends a chill up his spine. Fuminori. Why now? What does he want? It's hard to be happy about calling Fuminori after the incident at the yoga house.
はい。いや、コーチ。今日はもう講義はないよな。ああ。
Of course, Fuminori would know that Koji is free on Thursday afternoons.
相談がある。駐車場に来てくれないか。今すぐにか。あ、待ってる。
Fuminori hangs up without another word. What's gotten to him? What does he want? Koji Fuminori sticks the phone to his jacket pocket. The sudden change is disturbing after a week of Fuminori avoiding both Koji and Yo. Maybe he's finally ready to talk, in which case Koji should probably consider this a good thing. However, he can't shake the feeling that something is wrong.
待たせたか。いいや。
In the parking lot, Koji finds Fuminori leaning against the fender of Koji's. How does he know what car Koji has? Don't they all like? I don't know. I don't get his vision. His visions. There's so many unanswered questions. Like, how does he see himself in the mirror? Why does clothes on him look normal to him? Why am I questioning everything? I need to stop doing that. Well, I think they met was in the darkness of the abandoned house. First time in over a week they had spoken face to face in the light. Probably this is why Koji sent some strain to Fuminori's expression. Not sure what exactly, but something has changed.
前にも話したと思うが、僕は今、オーガイっていう人についていろいろと調べなきゃならない。
Why are you smiling?